Look, any human being that listens to rap music would know rappers and capping is a more dynamic duo than lonely vagina deprived men and OnlyFans subscriptions. I mean, if every person on earth got paid a nickel for every time a rapper has deceived their fans, there will no longer be world hunger or homeless human beings. But although every rapper in history of the genre has lied, there's some egregiously unbelievable lyrics or statements rappers have uttered that have left every human on earth giving them the side eye, and I thought I'd compile a list of a few of those unfathomable folk tales. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, now for the first unbelievable lie, we gotta go with anytime Dave Blunt talks about himself performing the act of sexual intercourse. Now for anybody unfamiliar with Dave Blunt, he's a rapper that recently blew up due to his insane lyrics and actually being pretty good at making music. But beyond the music, people seem to take notice of the diameter and circumference of his body shape, which is what makes his lyrics of giving females ferocious backshot poundings hard to believe. Now look, as a former Division I potato chip obliterator myself, I can tell you firsthand, intercourse being overweight is a pretty difficult task. Trust me, trying to give your girl missionary strokes after inhaling a quarter pounder with extra cheese is almost impossible. And I'm not just gonna come on here and talk about my personal experiences, I'm gonna give y'all pure facts. It's proven 10 minutes of giving your lady's box a consistent pounding is equivalent to walking 1 to 2 miles. So I say all that to say this: whenever we look at a galactic being like Dave Blunt, it makes it pretty difficult to believe he's clapping buns unless he's one poking down on the ropes. And not only that, the man has been going viral for not even being able to stand on his own 2 feet and perform on stage, which seems to be an actual issue, so I'm not gonna get on him too much because God forbid something bad actually happens to bro. But at the same time, we can't allow blasphemy like that to get spoken without addressing it. Alright, now for the next rapper we got on this list, obviously lying, we gotta go with NBA YoungBoy saying he's pushing peace. Now look, before the self-proclaimed done data of the rap game was locked inside of a cage, he was making statements about a year or so ago that he would no longer be promoting gunslinging and subtracting souls from earth, and he was gonna begin pushing euphoric, uplifting rap music. And as you'd expect, a lot of people found this extremely difficult to believe due to the fact he was making these statements in his home on what he calls Gravedigger Mountain, where the only way you can be accepted past the gates into the land of death is to have been involved in a couple soul snatching hits. But back to what I was saying, whenever he caught wind of people cracking jokes at how unbelievable this statement was, instead of proving us wrong and creating a hip hop hairy track for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, he decided to get back on demon time and create an album called Richest Op, where he was dissing all the deceased ops and letting the ops that still inhale fresh oxygen know that he's itching and fiending to get them sent to the afterlife. Now listen, maybe he really did want to push peace, but we all know YoungBoy lives for the day someone tests his gangster credentials so he can prove to you real quick he's not the guy to play with, which is why when a lot of people heard his positivity statement, we all knew it was fitted cap. Alright, now for the next rapper obviously lying, we gotta go with Kevin Gates and his academics interview. Now I personally believe Kevin Gates has a scrapbook of the most insane statements that have ever been uttered in the English language, and whenever he does an interview, he challenges himself to say at least one of those statements. But the one that stands out the most is what he said in an interview with DJ Academics, where he claimed he used the gravitational force of Earth's energy and summoned all that energy to his hands and started a woman's car battery with his bare hands. And he even took it a step further by begging and pleading with God himself to take his children off the planet if he was lying. Now look, all I'ma say is if this was actually true, Kevin Gates would have Nick Fury from the Avengers offering him a Supermax fully guaranteed deal to sign with the Avengers. I mean, good lord, you couldn't come up with a more unbelievable statement than this. And I'm overly convinced when hood dudes read a singular paragraph of the Quran, they truly believe Allah has blessed them with superhuman abilities that makes them say outrageous statements like this. Alright, now for the last rapper we got on this list, obviously lying, we gotta go with Playboi Carti anytime he speaks to the public. Now obviously we don't have enough time to get into the amount of lies Playboi Carti has told the general public throughout his entire career, because I will be able to read the entirety of the Holy Bible from start to finish, including the damn glossary, before we got into a fourth of the lies he's told us. And listen, as a longtime Carti fan, it's gotten to a point where anytime he speaks on anything musical, I don't even get my hopes up until I visually see and click the song on streaming platforms. I mean, the only words this man has uttered the entire year was 2024 music, and the only thing thing we've gotten out of this man all year was some updated drip pics on his Finsta and a pre-order link to the actual damn album. And look, while we on the subject, let me get a quick rant in. This is the problem and why the man thinks we a joke. The man literally won 2024 Artist of the Year and has one official release in the year 2024. Like, what is we doing? But with all that being said, bro, that's all I got for today's video. If you're new to the channel, you enjoyed this video, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share this mug too. With all that being said, y'all be easy, y'all be safe, y'all stay out the way. I love y'all. Catch y'all next one. I'm out, man. Peace.